All right, we're going to hit everybody's sign right about here. We're going to start off with what they say is the hottest sign in the galaxy. And if it happens to be yours, I want to hear from you. Sagittarius. What about Capricorn? What about Gemini? What about Leo? What about Virgo? And Aquarius. Hey, what about Taurus? What about Aries? Hey, Pisces, you fish. Well, son, I know it's alright. Hey, well, let's talk about Scorpio. What about Cancer? Let's talk about Right about here, we're going to tell you exactly what the whisper signs happen to be. It's going to go a little something like this. Bring it on!
That's right, bring it on. Coming to you live from New York City, you're watching Astrology Numerology now. It's February 12th, or the week of February 12th, 2018. I'm your host. You already know this is Z Starman, professional astrologer, numerologist, your astro life coach, where every week I like to say we are bringing you real astrology, real numerology in real time. Some of the compatibilities in astrology when it comes to signs. I like to say any sign can get along with any sign. You have to know what energy, what kind of energy the other sign is bringing to. So let's say if you're an Aries, there are 12 other astrological compatibilities that you can look forward to. But you have to know how those other 12 react to you, because there's 12 signs of the zodiac, and each member of the zodiac family will act differently to another member. Now, they say most of the fire signs, air signs, and water signs, and earth signs, if they're together, they're compatible. The fire signs, they like being impulsive. They like doing things on the spur of the moment, but also they're very optimistic. They're very joyous in their belief, in their faith, and they're very intelligent people. These are the fire signs, but they have to have it now. So they group together. And you have the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They rule mentality. So those type of people will like books. And the water signs, they're emotional. The Cancer, the Scorpios, and the Pisces people, they're emotional and sensitive. So that's a group of signs. And then you got the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, who are more or less materialistic. But I like to say any sign can get along with any sign. Fire and air works, water and air works. But one thing I like to say is that on a deeper level of astrology, you have to look into the astrology chart and find compatibility, at least between Venus and the moon, or where Mars is in one's chart. And in astrology, they say women are from Venus, men are from Mars. So women should look to where Mars is as one of the other alternative places. What sign is your Mars in? Or men should look to where Venus is. What sign is your Venus is? If you have Venus in Taurus, you should consider a Taurus woman. If you have Mars in Virgo, maybe you should consider, or if you're a woman with the Mars in Virgo, you should consider having a Virgo man or Virgo partners. But there are all kinds of, excuse me, I have to, but you should consider, I'm sorry, my nose just itched. I couldn't do that on live television. But there are all kinds of astrology and numerology compatibility. Just choose wisely and just be mindful that if it doesn't work out with this sign, maybe it'll work out with the next sign. So also look to signs that are close to you. Sometimes Let's say if you're a Gemini, the sign before you or the sign after you is compatible also. So the sign before Gemini would be Taurus, and the sign after Gemini would be Cancer, because somewhere down the road, no matter your sun sign, you may have a personal planet like Mercury, Venus, or Mars in the planet preceding your sun sign or before it, or the sun sign or after your sun sign, succeeding your sun sign. So those will make good astrological compatibility matches also. There's so many thousands of different ways we can get along from an astrological and numerology point of view. We're talking relationships on astrology numerology now. It's a couple of days before Valentine's Day. If you're watching this show in Brooklyn, it is the start of Pisces season. The Pisces season begins on the 18th of February this year. So it is Pisces season right now. If you're watching the show in BK all day, Brooklyn, New York, or anywhere else after the 18th of February in 2018. We got another caller. It's ladies' night. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I got Venus in Taurus, so, you know, I love Valentine's Day. Caller, you're on live TV with Z Starman. Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from? Happy Valentine's Day.
This is Sharon. Happy Valentine's Day.
This is Sharon. What's up, Sharon?
Yes. I'm not asking about love because I'm kind of discouraged.
You're not asking about love, why?
No. You know my story. But I just want to know, like, what can I look forward to with, you know, this Valentine's Day?
But it's Valentine's.
Anything special?
And it's Valentine's Day, and one thing, and for those of you who are watching the show for the first time, Sharon is one of our regular callers, as many, and if you want to talk love, romance, because it's Valentine's Day, give me a call right now, 212-757-1393 is the number to call, no matter where you're watching from in New York City. Live on the internet, we are live from Money Making Manhattan in New York City. Now, I always say, Sharon, and it is about love. It's Valentine's Day, and you have to know what makes people compatible. And in a woman's chart, there's a difference in a woman's chart and a man's chart. Now, women are from Venus, men are from Sharon?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, answer that question. Women
Men
are
from Mars.
Men are from Mars. So a lot of people have complications in their relationships. And I always suggest for in relationship is that men look for women wherever Venus is in their chart, and women look for Mars, wherever Mars is in their chart. So knowing your chart, you have Mars and Gemini, so a Gemini companion or someone because you're intellectual, your intellectual pursuits and studies. And also, you have Venus in the sign of Aquarius. So Venus is about love and relationships also. But what's generally happening for you and most Pisces, and that is after the 18th, is that there's going to be about 4 planets in the sign of Pisces. We're going to talk about that later on in the show. It is Pisces season. So I want to start out by saying happy birthday and happy Earth Days to all those who have Pisces sun sign, Pisces rising sign. It is your time of the year. The sun enters the sign of Pisces, the fish, on February 18th, 2018 at 12:17 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're living in California, that's at 9:17 a.m. Pacific Time. So happy birthday to all the Pisces that are watching, and if you have Pisces rising sign, the sun has come back to your ascendant. So this is the start of your astrological new year also. It's a lot of energy that is favorable for Pisces people in the next coming weeks or so. There are going to be about 4 planets, including Chiron, which is also an asteroid, which makes 5 heavenly bodies in the sign of Pisces. So we're going to have, once again, 5 planets in the sign of Pisces, or 4 planets, and including a heavenly body, which is Chiron, the asteroid. So we're going to have Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Neptune alignment in the sign of Pisces, which is supercharged, super energized. Every Piscean, there's going to be an alignment of planets in the sign of Pisces. 5 planets, or 4 planets, 1 heavenly body. So we're going to have Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Neptune all aligned in Pisces. So this should give Pisces people a lot of energy, should make you feel supercharged during this period. And also, Pisces are very inspirative and intuitive signs. So trust your intuition, trust your spiritualness, Pisces. Dig deep inside of your spiritual side and rise above any negative energy. The universe is trying to help you. Some of you will finally be brought to a position of recognizing what is real and what isn't real, because that's what Pisces does. It sort of kind of fools us wherever we are in our life. If we have Neptune in the 5th, which is Pisces' ruling planet, Neptune fools you into thinking that people are in love with you when they're really not. If you have Neptune in the 1st house in your astrology chart, so you get to a point where you may lack self-confidence and lack depression, whereas you have so many blessings around you. So it's important to know about these 4 planets, including Chiron, that's about to align in the sign of Pisces from about February 18th. When Mercury goes into the sign of Pisces. And also, we just had a couple of days ago, Venus, the planet Venus, is now in the sign of Pisces. Venus is in the sign of Pisces from February the 10th until about March the 4th. So it's a lot of doors and windows that are open for Pisces people at this point. With the alignment of all these planets in Pisces, it'll also help some of the other water signs, not only help, but it will help water signs like Scorpio, because Jupiter is in the sign of Scorpio as we speak. And it would also help a lot of Cancer people sort of kind of deal with the Pluto and Saturn opposition that they're dealing with right now. So it's sort of kind of the sugar to the medicine, if you will. The medicine is the hard lessons that Pluto and both Saturn in the sign of Capricorn have for Cancerian people. So this stellium of planets in water sign Pisces will be beneficial to the Jupiter and Scorpio crowd right now, and other Scorpio planets in one's natal chart on one side, and on the other water side, it's going to help a lot of Cancer people. But for the Pisces people, this is your moment. This is your opportunity with this alignment of planets, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, and Neptune, all being in the sign of Pisces from about February 18th to about the 4th of March. Now, before we close the show, we have smooth sailing, so to speak, from an astrology point of view. And it's the first week of March, around about March the 4th. March the 5th is when we have to start preparing ourselves for the retrogrades that are about to come, that will last well into the fall of 2018. So enjoy this time that we sort of kind of have. Carol Burnett used to have this song on her show. I'm glad we had this time together. I'm glad we had this time together to be in peace and harmony and to love each other and to care for each other. But now is the time when retrograde season is about to move full force. Pisces people, this is your time, or wherever Pisces is in your astrology chart, it's going to be very beneficial. There's going to be Venus in the sign of Pisces. There's going to be Neptune in the sign of Pisces, Mercury in the sign of Pisces, along with the Sun in the sign of Pisces. So a lot of Pisces people, they're going to experience an energy rush. And that's what you should get ready for, this energy rush. But on the other hand, it's yin and yang. Everybody right now, no matter what your sign is, you have a clear path of energy, until March. We got about another 3 weeks, and we're going to be in Pisces season after the 18th. So the 4 planets in the sign of Pisces should energize you. But Venus in Aquarius, someone with the moon in Aquarius would be great for you. You have Sagittarius rising sign, so I don't think you're Sagittarius. You know your Sagittarius story, but definitely Mars and Gemini, Aquarius, those type of energies. They're telling me I gotta go, Sharon. I'll get back at you later. All right?
Okay.
212-757-1393. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. It's Valentine's Day.
Who controls your very soul? Ask them why. POS so sound and practical. Yet Gemini